Hello guys, welcome to Buff Nerf Repeat. Today is Tuesday the 4th of September, so we're going to be looking at the Battlefield 5 open beta. I say open beta, it's actually a closed beta at the minute. We've got early access from pre-ordering. The open beta is available from Thursday the 6th, and then that's open to everyone. But we've got early access from pre-ordering, so we're going to have a look. As always, this is going to be our initial impressions straight off the bat. This is unscripted, it's completely live. What you're about to see, we are experiencing for the first time, and we're going to give you our impressions on it as we go. Menus, very familiar Battlefield type menus. The Your Company thing is here, just showing you can customize all of your classes. As you can see, Engineer is no more. Assault, Medic, Support and Recon. All the tanks are here, but we're not going to get involved in the vehicles or any of this customization yet at the minute. We're going to jump straight into a game and get on with it. Tides of War is available, as you can see, which is the new evolving journey in Battlefield 5. They're obviously making a big deal out of this, so that's something that we can have a go of. Or we can play the standard multiplayer, which gives us obviously Grand Operations or Conquest. We are going to play Conquest. We'll keep it classic, just so we can take our first look at the game and see what's going on. So we'll just wait while it searches for a game. We are Battlefield fans. We've played every Battlefield since Battlefield 2. So we're going to see how this one stacks up with its return to World War II, of course. I did notice something on the menu before about issues with matchmaking, which should be resolved now. So obviously the game has been having some issues early on today. This closed beta or early access beta has only started today, so obviously some ironing out issues. Hopefully they can iron out any issues with matchmaker or anything before launch, so we can avoid any sort of disaster like what we had with Battlefield 4 when that launched. One thing to note, obviously this beta is out now as originally planned. Battlefield 5 has just been delayed until November, which of course they say so they can fine tune the game, make all the right changes and make it the perfect piece they want it to be. And it's obviously just pure coincidence that moves it away from the week it was dropping, which was right in between Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Make of that what you will. Still some daily orders available there. That's obviously something that's carried over. I haven't watched much footage of the game. I've seen a bit of gameplay from the alpha that was earlier this year, and obviously I've seen the trailers. But again, I haven't seen too much. We don't plan on putting hours and hours into the beta. We don't like doing that because we find it takes away from the experience when the game comes out. But it's always nice to have a couple of games and just get a feel for it and see what we think. Load time's still quite long. As you can imagine, there's a lot to load in. This is all very familiar. There's a squad mate I can spawn on there, or I can pick either of these. Now what class do we want to play?
We have put down the first of their soldiers.
Let's just take a look at these classes. Let's play Medic.
We need to capture and hold as many objectives as possible. Objective Caesar is now ours.
So obviously we're playing classic Conquest, so it's capture and hold as many objectives as you can. Tickets are going down. heading towards C. We're playing, by the way, obviously it's important to mention, and I know I haven't yet, we are playing on an Xbox One. A standard Xbox One, not an Xbox One X, so we're not playing in 4K. It does still look lovely though. Whoa. I've absolutely no idea what's going on at the minute, I have to be perfectly honest. Apologies if I keep going quiet, it's just because I'm trying to work out what the hell I'm doing. I have to say I'm, I don't know how long we've been playing for, 5 minutes maybe. This is a Battlefield game all over. It doesn't feel, it really doesn't feel different at all. Okay, I'm going to skip the revive. Let myself die. And I might deploy as a different class. Let's just try and play some assault. Got a knife, got a grenade. What's that? Grenade rifle. Lovely. Yeah, I mean, this feels like any Battlefield game I've ever played, to be honest.
Be aware that we have lost objective Friedrich.
Which is good, you don't want too much to change. You don't want it to feel like a completely different game. It's running really smooth, which is good. Friendly fires off, luckily. Caught me off guard there. I'm going to head towards B, but I'm going to take a wide flank.
Warning, we have lost objective Emil.
Definitely got a hit marker on someone down there.
Good work. Objective Bertha taken.
Seems really quiet for a Battlefield game. I don't know if the map is massive. Let me just... Holy shit, yeah, it's a very full server, so it can only be down to the fact that the map's so big. There doesn't seem to be a lot going on over here.
Be alert. Objective Caesar has been lost.
That guy was literally just lying on the floor. Nearly out of ammo already, that's quite quick. I can pick some up off that body, so that's good. I think there's someone underneath here. Whoa.
Objective Emil is ours now.
I'm getting sniped at a lot.
Objective Dora is ours.
Uh-oh. Ha! You know when you're just really glad that something was caught on camera? Okay, so there's ammo points, so you can pick up ammo. I presume this is also health. Lovely. Take some of that.
Attention, we are losing objective Dora.
Okay. That was good though, good couple of kills. The gunplay feels really good. Oh, he's not going to pick me up.
Be aware, we have lost objective Dora.
There's a respawn time at the bottom there. So you can let your squad spawn quickly, or you can look at the deploy. You don't have to look at the deploy every time. I'm still going to. You're better off picking tactically where you want to respawn, but it gives you the option to do either. And then I'm still going to spawn on it.
Objective Caesar.
So I could have just done that without looking at the menu. Which is good, that's a bit more refined, a bit more streamlined.
Be aware that objective Caesar
If you're wondering
has
what the
been
hell I
lost.
just did, I pressed the wrong button. Which obviously brought up my chat wheel or my request wheel, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I was trying to throw a grenade, but it's obviously... Is it left bumper? I forget.
Ich habe ein Geschenk für Sie.
Oh, that killed himself.
Objective Friedrich has been lost, soldiers.
I have 9 bullets left, that's not good. You do not want to be in the middle of a war zone with 9 bullets left. Hopefully I can get some off his body, but I'm going to be really out in the open. Okay, I got 12 bullets. There's a few people up here, so I'm going to go see if I can get a few kills and get a few more bullets. Well, it worked to a degree. I just obviously really left myself exposed. Okay, so I'm just going to squad spawn this time. So early impressions so far are good. The gunplay is good. This map looks gorgeous. No issues, no lag, which again is good. The main criticism, if there is one, and if you can count it as a criticism, is that it does feel like a reskin. It's a criticism that Call of Duty often has, but it does feel like a reskin. The core gameplay feels just like every other Battlefield game I've played. But there is the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And let's be fair... Oh, that's dreadful. Let's be fair, when it comes to Battlefield, it ain't broke, so why fix it? Keep the core gameplay the same, add to it, make a few tweaks. One big thing, of course, from this year's edition... Oh god. Oh, that man cannot aim. One thing that is important to note with this year's edition is that there's no premium pass. All the DLC is free. You have to feel that obviously the microtransaction route is the way that they're going. I think that's the right way to go. Let's keep the community together. Obviously the paid DLC and the premium pass did really split the Battlefield 1 community. So many people bought it, so many people didn't, and then you can't play with each other. You know, so I'm a firm believer in keeping the game's community together, and making all the DLC free for everyone. We'll do that, and we'll also give people... Sorry, I'm just running away, trying to concentrate while I'm talking. Yeah, so keeping the premium pass out of it, or free to everyone, will keep the community together, keep the game's population stronger, and give everyone better value for money. And I have to commend that decision. It's the right decision. On a side note, by the way, it's important, well, it's not important, but it's worth knowing. Anyone going to help? I believe your squad mates can revive it. Oh, but he's died. Never mind. Speaking of premium passes, what I was going to say is that they have announced today, in fact, that the Battlefield 1 premium pass will be available for free to everyone once the Battlefield 5 open beta ends. So if you're sticking with Battlefield 1 and you're not interested in getting Battlefield 5, but you don't own the premium pass, you can get it all for nothing. Which is a great offer, even if it's just to tide you through until Battlefield 5 comes out. Why not? Why not get those maps for nothing? Give yourself some extra content to enjoy. That was announced today, and it starts when the Battlefield 5 open beta ends.
Objective Caesar is ours.
One thing I am noticing is I'm running out of ammo quite quickly. So these ammo points are scattered around. They might come in quite important. I don't know if support can still give out ammo. I'm not sure of that yet. Lovely. That's one thing that I love on Battlefield, the sound of those bullets whizzing past your head. Hear the bullets hitting the wall there. The sound's always been great, and it still is.
We've now lost objective Anton.
Okay. I'm not someone that can just sit about in one place. It does me in. Someone's behind me.
We have taken objective Dora.
I thought he struggled to get me. That was a good shot though. Shall we try a different class?
Attention! Objective Caesar has been lost.
Yeah, so support does still give out ammo pouches. Let's play some support. Ammo pouches used to be on. That's a landmine. Okay, so you have to hold left on the D-pad now to drop an ammo kit. I would play some sniper to show you some of that, but I'm dreadful at it and I don't want to embarrass myself on video.
Objective Emil is lost.
So I will not be doing that. I'm going to go for E.
Good job. We have taken objective Beta. Keep at them. We are winning this.
Using this car as cover. Uh-oh.
No, we have lost objective Dora.
Someone's coming to get me. Well, if you didn't just get an adrenaline rush from that exchange,
Good job. Objective Anton.
that was great.
Opening fire!
Getting hit already? Well, that was unfortunate. Obviously, it's always frustrating when you get shot in the back, like immediately when you spawn. But it can be a real issue on Call of Duty, but not so. It can be a real issue on Call of Duty, but not so much on Battlefield because the map's so big. It happens an odd time, but you know, it's one of those things.
We have taken objective Caesar. Objective Emil is now ours.
So yeah, I know I was saying before that it feels like a reskin, and it does. It feels like the same Battlefield that we all know and love, but with the World War II skin on it, you know, with the weapons, etc. I will say though, I mean, the movement feels the same, everything, you know, but it does all feel a bit smoother. Sometimes on Battlefield, the movement in particular can feel a bit clunky, if that's the right word. But this doesn't. Everything feels like it flows better. Ooh, I just got saved. My hero. Come on, mate, revive me. Okay, thanks very much. No man left behind and all that. We're winning, by the way, if you're interested. It's going to be interesting to see how Tides of War looks and how it works out. We are going to be playing some of that. You'll be able to see a gameplay video of it. I won't be talking over that though, because I'm sure you just don't want to be watching and seeing what the hell's going on without me rabbiting in your ear. So I will be checking that out. This call for help function hasn't served me much purpose. I like this weapon. From the weapon I've used so far, obviously one thing that Battlefield's notorious for is the recoil on the weapons, and they really do require a lot of fine tuning on your aim to get it right. These weapons don't seem to have too much recoil. I don't know whether that's made it easier, and again whether that's an issue or not. That's up to you, I guess. That was silly of me. I'm running in there like Rambo.
Soldiers, we have lost objective Bertha. Be aware that we have lost objective Emil.
Just lost a lot of objectives all of a sudden. I am going to plant some mines on this track.
We have taken objective Dora.
Hopefully that grabs us a kill in a minute.
Attention, objective Friedrich has been lost.
Okay, these guys should come up shortly. What the hell was that? Okay. The recoil on this when I'm not lying on the ground is actually quite high, so that's good.
Objective Dora has been lost.
Okay, I'm going to go back to
Good
medic
job.
for a bit.
Objective Friedrich is now ours. We have now taken objective Bertha.
I don't know what this is. This the grenade thing? Yes, it is.
Objective Bertha has been lost. Objective Emil is now ours.
Okay, I've been ordered to go for Objective C, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here and just recover some health from it. Oh my god. Pretend that didn't happen. You didn't see that. That was really bad.
Objective Dora is now ours, soldiers.
I haven't got a health kit for some reason. I don't quite know why that is.
Keep this up, we are almost there.
We've almost won. Okay, I'm not a good medic. The medic is most definitely not working out. Let's go back to assault. Another capturing F. Let's see if we can save that.
Objective Dora has been lost.
Oh, there he is. Look, he's reviving his squad mate.
Be warned, we have lost Objective Friedrich.
So, we were doing well. We're winning. But that might be about to change. Because they have suddenly started to capture the majority of the points. So while we've only got a few minutes left in the game, I suppose I should just sort of summarise what I'm thinking. It does feel like the same game. It still feels like Battlefield through and through. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. It's polished. It looks absolutely beautiful. Runs really well. No server issues, no lag.
Objective Bertha.
The movement feels more fluid. The gunplay feels good. Does it reinvent the wheel in the Battlefield series? Absolutely not. But I don't think Battlefield needs that. The lack of a season pass is going to be great, I think, for the game. I think that will really help it this year. It's going to be interesting to see how Tides of War plays. That, oh jeez, that might be a big thing for Battlefield 5. Keep an eye out for our gameplay video of that. See what you think of that. Because it may, of course, be rubbish. That was a good throw if I do say so myself. Holy hell, I'm getting absolutely peppered. Someone's just completely saved me there.
Well done, we have taken Objective Caesar. Good work, Objective Friedrich
Wow.
is now ours.
That caught me so off guard. I just did not expect it to be an enemy who's so brazen about it. I do like this map.
Benötigt ein V1 Luftschlag auf diese Position.
Obviously there will be plenty of maps in the game. Hopefully there's plenty of variety there. I mean, basically, if you like Battlefield, you're going to love this. If you don't like Battlefield, you won't. You know, I don't think it's changing too much. It's not reinventing the wheel. It's more of the same with some improvements.
Vergnadung, sind scharf. Dynamit bereit.
Oh no, I'm out of ammo. Never mind. So yeah, if you like Battlefield, you're going to love this game. If you don't like Battlefield, you're not going to love this game. If you've never played Battlefield, you're probably going to love this game. I mean, I haven't been killed by a lot of vehicles. That's the first time I've been killed by a vehicle, I think. They're not overly prevalent. This has been great fun. I'm looking forward to checking out the Tides of War mode. Yeah, you can forget what I said about recoil earlier. You saw that my gun was all over the place and I couldn't control it. I'm just going to take it a bit slow here because I've got a slight chance of coming back and winning this game. I was doing that purely because I wanted to have a look at the build fortifications option. But that tank had to ruin it, didn't he? Obviously that's something that DICE have made a big deal over. We've lost this game. We were doing so well. But then again, when it's war, no one really wins. Okay, so that was great. It's the same old stuff. It's slightly improved. It looks great. It plays great. The gun plays great. That map was great. If you're into your Battlefield, you should love this. Obviously, we're going to play it a bit more. These are initial, off the bat impressions, but those early impressions are good. We're really keen. We're really excited. We're going to play it some more. Check out our gameplay of Tides of War, see what you think of that. I won't be talking over it, so you can just sit back and not have to worry about muting me. But yeah, early impressions of this game are great. Hopefully Tides of War evolves on the Battlefield formula, because this does feel like more of the same but better, which is good, of course. But it'd be great for Tides of War to build on it and give us something new to be even more excited about. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.